Okay, so I'm live now. I'm just going to and wait for anybody to pop in. I didn't announce that I was going live, and like I said in the title, this is really, really impromptu. Hi! Oh my gosh, you are the first one here, Heather. Which is, I did send you a glide, didn't I? Sent you a glide this morning, didn't I? No, I sent one to Sandra this morning, I think. Hi, B. I just wanted to come on and the mailman just got here and he had some stuff and I thought, well, you know what? Instead of just opening them, I'll just like come on here and open stuff. But I have to show you girls, check this out. My sister-in-law, I got to see some of my family. Hi, Misty. I did send you, oh yes, that's right. It was lovely to wake up to. Yeah, my sister-in-law, I had family that was down and they were over by the lake camping this weekend. I went out and saw my sister-in-law had bought me something and it's absolutely hilarious and it's beautiful and it's perfect. Look at this. Hi, Selkie. Look, okay, let me put it like this so you can see it better. There's Meatloaf, there's Charlotte, and there's Wilbur. And this is funny because when Charlotte and Wilbur were young, they grew up together. And so Wilbur rode around on Charlotte's back all the time. And now Charlotte's no longer around, but now Wilbur rides around on Meatloaf's back all the time. It's the funniest thing. I have pictures I put up on Facebook periodically where these animals are all standing on top of each other. It's the funniest thing. Ain't you got lunch to cook? You talking to me? I just had lunch. So if I start burping, then you guys can guess what it smells like. Oh my goodness. Well, let's see. Yes. So I got some little play pretties. And yes, I'm supposed to. Hi, Jennifer. I'm supposed to be having a depth month. Right? I thought that was how it was supposed to go. But hi, Corbin. Corbin, I'm getting ready to unbox some thingies. Yeah. I kind of did stuff. And I'm really bad about this because I'll be sitting in. I've already taken the top off, but I haven't pulled it out and looked at it yet. Hi, Singing Moon. Singing Moon. Are you Sarah? I think you're Sarah. Like hell I am. Like I know, like hell I'm having a depth month. But I got I was in Kelly Bear's live chat the other day and she was showing all these really cool books. And I had to get this one. The Witching Herbs. Yes. It is. Okay. Yep. Just right. I'm going to have fun going through this. There's not a lot of pictures or anything. It's a lot of info. So I'm going to have fun reading it. But she had a lot of things. Kelly did very good going through, Kelly Bear, going through and pointing out some things that she'd highlighted and things from the, look, I mean, Clary Sage, y'all. These are 13 plants and herbs for your magical garden. The Witching Herbs by Harold Roth. So I'm just going to check it out. You love hearing the rooster crow. You know what? Most of the time, I don't even notice it. But I notice it if I'm out here and I've got the floor. And then he tries piping in. And I'm like, listen, Derek. So I got that. I got that book. Yes, you should watch Kelly's video because she's got a lot of stuff. And honestly, it's a good thing that I'd already hit order before I finished watching her video because I would have added other things. It's bad enough that I went in and ordered that. But I never said I was doing a depth month for books, did I? Just tarot. But you know what? I got this. The Naked Pam. I know everyone's already seen the Naked Pam. But you know what? $15. And I had just had it sitting there in my cart, and I was like, why not? Why not? That'll be fun to get. That'll give me something to do, as if I don't have stuff to do. And then I got this, y'all. Hi, Simon. I got this. I think I know what this might be, but I don't know for sure. If this is what I think it is, it got here pretty quick for where it came from. Because, y'all, this came from Taiwan. And you know me, I'm going to save my little paper thingy from here. I'm going to fold it up and I'm going to stick it in my little keepsake box with my Royal Mail stamps and all that. You know I will. And it's not like over here we don't have stuff from China all the time, or Taiwan, everywhere. We have stuff from everywhere. Like I can go to any dollar store and find stuff from another country. But the idea that it's something that was shipped specifically to me, it just makes me bubbly or something. You know what I mean? Anybody know? Listen, Yoda, I don't know what it is. Do you hear that? Here's a bag. Somebody go play with it. Seriously, these dogs think they have to. Okay, let me see. It does. It looks like a brown box, Heather. Let me scroll back up. Oh, love the smell of new books. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We are all the weirdo in the school playground. That's why we all found each other. That's exactly right, Selkie. I couldn't have said it better. That's perfect. So this brown box that came from Taiwan, you know, I have the floor. And if you cats would get down, we wouldn't have problems. What is this? What is this? It is what I thought it was. Oh, wait. This is cool, you guys. What he put in here. Look. What he put in here to send it to, like, for extra packaging. Can you see that? That's really cool. Wonder if it smells like. Is that what Taiwan smells like? Stop it. Okay. I have no choice. Spray bottle. Y'all get. Go. Sorry. I am weirder now than I ever was at school too, Simon. But you know why? Because I wasn't being my authentic self. You know how it is. We always think we have to fit in. Oh my God, this is way cool. You guys, I have their digits. I know where to get good food now. I can call all these places. Yes, you guys. He literally sent me the yellow pages. How cool is that? Yes, the Old Faithful spray bottle is a must. And yeah, you know I'm going to do this before I even look at what the actual thing is. I'm going to get these out and I'm going to fold them up because I have to read them later, as if I know what I'm reading. But you know what I mean? I think it's too cool. If I keep ordering decks from overseas, I'm going to move from a keepsake box to a keepsake storage shed. That is too cool. I love it. Okay. Now what I have in here Oh, I'm so excited about this. When Dustin first showed this sucker, I think it was when the Three Fat Readers were doing their very first thingamadodger, very first episode. And Dustin whips these out, and yeah. Oh my gosh. It's the fate shifters, you guys. This is even better in person. You know how that is? Sometimes you see something on a video and you're looking at it and you're like, oh, that's lovely. Look at the use of light and depth and texture in those cards. And then you get it and it just seems so two-dimensional. Not so with these. And this has the extra cards. And I know that you guys have seen this deck already. If you haven't, Dustin has a walkthrough. I believe Simon has a walkthrough. And I know that Jen from Jen's Balanced Tarot just did a walkthrough. She's the one that just pushed me over the edge because I had it saved. I had it bookmarked that, yeah, I want that deck. But sometimes I bookmark things and then I forget about it until somebody else jumps first. And then I see it and I'm like, oh, yeah. So these must be the alternate cards. Judgment. Oh, look at the naked people. The devil. Oh my gosh. The star. The world. Oh, look at that cow. Oh, he's so pretty. Oh, yes. North node and the south node. There's these nodes. I don't know anything about the nodes, but I will. I'll figure it out. Yes, these are all those are all the naked cards. Hey. Yeah, you know, my boys know that I don't let anybody touch my decks. I mean, the only one that would really look at my decks anyhow or has any interest would be my youngest, my 11-year-old Sammy. And I could definitely see Sammy wanting to go through and looking at these things. But he knows he can't because I've told him that those are my magic cards and that only my energy is on them, except for the Animal Tarot by Radley Valentine. That's it. He can play with that all he wants. Because, yeah. Okay, yeah, this is way cool, guys. Corbin, okay, let me see. Corbin just ordered the True Black. You know, I just watched his True Black video last night. Yes, let me see. You love going into a very old bookshop, secondhand bookshop, and oh, I know, right? I was just saying this when Junebug was doing her live earlier, and Kelly Fitzgerald was in there, and Kelly Bear, and gosh, there's dust. There, anyhow, we were just talking about smelling books. And that's what I said immediately. I love the smell of a book, but it doesn't have to be new. It can be a really old book. It can be a library book. But you know what I used to love? Whenever school would begin, I loved the smell of my textbooks. Why? I hated going to school, but I loved the smell of those textbooks and my paste. I loved the smell of paste. I was a glue sniffer. Yes, let me see. You always love seeing what packing material people use, especially when it's newspapers from other places. I know, isn't it cool? I I I have all of these advertisements that I'm not going to know how to read. You know who I bet could though? I wonder if Y would know how to interpret these things for me. Hi, Jujubee. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Junebug has some interesting herbal books. She does. I mean, wasn't that nice, Bee, earlier? It was. Oh my God. Seriously, guys, this camera sucks. I've seen this better on other lives, or not lives, other videos, walkthroughs, but it doesn't do it justice. There's my boys, you guys. Every time I see this card, I think of my boys. Yeah, Corbin, this deck is really, 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 really pretty. And like I said, it's one of those that when you look at it, it still has that depth to it, that texture that sometimes to me is just, I see it. I don't know why I see it on a flat screen and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, my gosh, the light, look at the texture. It looks like it's got, dimensions, and this one actually does. When a lot of times when I get those decks, I look at them and I'm like, it's not as, I remember a long time ago, Becca did a video on, like, I can't remember what it was called. It was not like deck disappointment or something, but I mean, it was along those lines of whenever you get a deck and you're like, it wasn't what you thought it was going to be. Yeah. Oh, yes. You can't wait to see which version of the additional cards I go with. I know. And whenever I was watching, like the last one that I watched was Jen's. Oh my gosh, this is okay. We're not in order, y'all, but I bet that they're all here. But none of these are in order. Oh gosh. You guys, this is me. This Cancer chick. Can't you see? Look. Oh my gosh. Yeah, here. It's not fair. I'm sitting here just looking at them. Yeah, Corbin, you'll like this deck if you get it. You really will. I mean, the card stock is good. It's not. It's thicker than Llewellyn. It's good. It's they're not in order anyhow, so I'm just going to give it that first shuffle. Just because face it, the sound of a good rifle shuffle is either going to make you guys cringe or it's like porn. Yes. Let's see. I loved Jennifer Ball's recent. This deck is shit. Yes, I know, right? The sound of shuffling. Let me do it one more time. And you know what? I don't think I'm going to edge this deck. Isn't that weird? I don't know. First impression, I don't think I'm going to edge it. And I'll explain why in just a second. Let me do this. Yeah, of course, if I had a better surface than just my knee. Yeah. Initially, I would think edging in black, but this trim around there, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna. You're listening but working. You probably did hear your name. You probably did, Jennifer. Jennifer, I watched your video earlier. You've got other videos that I still have to catch up on that I missed, that you've done since you did that video about your health, your stuff that you got going on. Look at this. This is just pretty. Some of these extra cards that we get, I do use for bookmarks, but I there are some that are just really, really pretty that I think I do want to do in a collage. And for example, the backs of the pre-Raphaelite tarot, that sucker. I'd love to have those peacocks hanging up on my wall somewhere. Just a collage of all of these. Wouldn't that be pretty? Yeah, me too, Jujubee. I mean, there's just so many. there's a lot of really good stuff that I miss sometimes, I know. I know, how do people find time to watch it? I do late at night a lot of times. I'll go through and I'll try to catch what I can, but it is hard. Derek's just singing, you guys. How cool is this? What is this cartoon, though? Oh, this is Jeweler Incest. That's what it says. Jeweler Incest of Fairy Tale Jewel Princess Tarot. So this is actually tarot related. Look, it says tarot. Isn't that cool? I mean, anytime I see anything that's like any kind of I can't think of the word, the Asian cartoon things, I immediately just get posed. Yeah, you can only stay date on videos because you're on summer break from teaching during the school year. Yes, Corbin, and of course you know, you're kind of incapacitated right now too. Totally sucks. Yeah. Which was the one I watched you do the other day, Corbin? Bless your heart. You weren't feeling very good, and I could tell. Yeah, so I feel so bad that I just can't watch everything that I want to, but just don't have enough free hours in a week. I know. Same here, because a lot of these channels, I just want to support everybody. Beyond that, there's a lot of people that have some really important things that to say, and I can learn so much. I love that. I love that about this community. We have some really, really, really smart people, you know, that I could learn a lot from. One is Nat TJ, which is no longer Nat TJ. She is Sanskrit Blue. She's changed her. Okay, Henry. I just got done saying all kinds of nice things about Henry on a post in Hermit's Cave, but I retract those statements. Um, yes, she has a lot of really interesting things to say. I was listening to her stuff last night. Yeah, yes, Sanskrit Blue, and she is doing not only tarot related things, but also she's a death doula, and she's just now starting her death doula practice. And whenever I was doing my rapid fire on the cusp VR to why, that question came up, what profession would you like to be in if you weren't, doing what you're doing? And I mean, instantly death doula. That's what I want to do. Excuse me. Because when you work with hospice or, in nursing, you have all this paperwork and all this stuff. You don't get to be present with the person like you could with just being a death doula. Yeah, I try to comment on everything that I can too. I will when the live is done. I don't know where it is on a phone. Okay, let me see. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's up with my dogs, you guys. Ozark Metaph. Oh, yes, Ozark. Okay. Dustin. Yes. Um Modern Metaphysic Man is very interesting. Yes, and I don't know if you guys didn't get a chance to, or if anybody's watching this in the future. I feel like that's really spy. Um Go and watch Dustin's at Modern Metaphysic Man. Watch his series on sacred geometry. I slept really good last night. I don't know why I have these brain farts today. Hi, Lisa. Yes. My brain is just like got crazy today. Yeah. And I mean, I've just really had, oh, hi, Dee. Um, you were just watching the 10 questions. Oh yeah. See, that's more that I've got to check out. I'm just so behind. And this weekend didn't help either because I had family in town. And so I was busy with them. But you know what? Family comes first always. Always, always, always. And I haven't got to watch very much today because I had a busy morning. I had to go to Dollar General today to buy shit tickets, y'all. Around this house, we don't call it toilet paper, we call it shit tickets. Because if you run out of tickets, you can't go to the shit show. So, shit tickets. That's what it is. Yes, you need to tell that to Peggy. It's shit tickets. I had to go to Dollar General to get shit tickets. Yeah, and then of course, when I got to Dollar General, there was all 417 people that live in that town. They were all in Dollar General because they've restocked it. They've got new things and people are walking around and I went in there to get shit tickets and I kid you not, I was in there for like 45 minutes because of people. You call it ass wipe? See? Ass wipe. But you got to have shit tickets if you're going to go to the shit show. Yeah. Oh, we have all kinds of weird things. I really should think I should make a list of some of the things that we say in this house that nobody else says. It's it's we're just, we're just us. But yeah, shit tickets is one. And I always forget if I'm talking to somebody, I'll say, "Are I think we're out of shit tickets." Couldn't you see me like, "Oh, Yoda, hello." Couldn't you see me like in Walmart and I'm in the stall and there's there's no toilet paper. And so I asked the lady in the stall next to me, "Hey, could you pass me some shit tickets underneath the I'm out of shit tickets in here." Come here. Yeah, I think most families do have their own language. I think we do. Shit tickets. Yeah, I get some really strange looks. I already do. Yeah. So, yeah, Lisa, I know you just popped on, but look what I got. Your sister pushed me over the edge, Lisa. She made me get it. Her and Dustin and Simon, they forced me into this. And those of you who missed it, I'm going to show again what my sister-in-law got me because it's really cool. It's Meatloaf and Charlotte and Wilbur. All of them. How far am I from the shop? Well, the shop is, and it's our only store that we have. It's 3 miles that way, so it's not bad. But until recently, I had to drive about oh, it was 17 miles to the nearest grocery store, but not necessarily the best one. So, yeah. But now Dollar General and they sell bananas and onions and potatoes and lettuce. And they even had avocados, which blew my mind. Still, there's no fresh meat or anything like that, which that's okay. Um, but yeah, I live in the middle of the woods, you guys. Just out here in the middle of the woods with all the possums. Last night I was coming home, you guys. A groundhog ran out right in front of me, and by some magical force, I didn't hit him. He just, I mean, and he was right in front, and I saw him. He was big, he was huge, big old guy, and he just ran right out in front of me, and he must have just like froze like underneath my tires and just not moved because he was there when I went past. Scared me to death. Yeah. I do have a drive-through. Yes. I should. And you know what, Heather? I showed my drive-through cash machine slash ATM. I showed that to you, and now today I showed it to Sandra because I was talking with Sandra on Glide, and I said, "Now I know because I talked to Heather, and she said that she thought this was cool, so I'm going to show this to you." Oh my, let's see. Oh dear, Code White, is that bad? Code White? What is Code White? I don't know. Yeah. Else. Yeah, you don't have that in the UK. And see, oh, you're at the hospital. Code White? I don't know. Code Blue's not fun. Or Code Red. What is Code White? You guys, what is Code White? I'm trying to think. You know, I should really brush up on all of the different codes that they have because they've got ones for storms, ones for people who are like intruders, like bad guys. I don't know. It's been a while since I've worked at a hospital. Code Brown. We had Code Brown yesterday with my mom. When I was finally able to leave the house and show up at the lake where my siblings are, they looked at my shirt. I was wearing my Pink Floyd shirt and it said Dark Side of the Moon. And they were reading it, Dark Side of the Moon. And I said, yeah, that's where I've been all day, looking at the dark side of Mom's moon. Because, yeah, it was, you guys don't want to hear that. Yeah, my brain isn't working either, Jujubee. I don't know what Code White is. I'm going to have to look that up. And I'm glad that you asked because that's something that I feel like we should all know when, when we're at places. I think Code White is to do with hospital visits. Yes, she's at the hospital. Jujubee, isn't it? Hi, we were just talking about you, Dustin. We were just talking about you. Is that why you're here? Were your ears burning? Look, Dustin, I did. I really did. And look what he used for packaging, Dustin. I think it is the cool. Oh, look, Carl is back. Oh, now he's not. Look what they sent. What he used for packaging, Dustin. Can you see that? And it's something taro. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Carl. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Do you want me to like get rid of Carl? It's okay, Simon. He's just a fly. He's just a fly. He's not a bad guy. And his name is Carl. Simon doesn't like it whenever Carl comes and sits on my camera, on my not tablet. Oh my gosh, my laptop. I'm really brain farting bad today. Oh, it's your fly film impersonation. Oh, the fly, like with what's his face? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Hi, Naomi. You love to see Carl? Okay, I'll leave him alone next time he comes back. I don't want you to ever feel uncomfortable in my chats. If I ever have any moths show up, you bet I'm going to just send them on their way. I won't swat them, but I will send them on their way. The 1950s original fly. Yeah, what was the guy's name that was on the Jeff Goldblum? Yeah, not the Jeff Goldblum one, but the other one. Yeah, I know. I've seen both of them because Matt likes the original one better. I like the Jeff Goldblum one. But yeah. So yeah, Dustin, I had to get this because you had it, then Simon had it, then Jen had it, and I was like, FOMO. What if that deck goes out of excuse me? Oh, honey. I'm sorry. You guys, there's Simon. Simon Kitty. and she's doing just fine. She is not at all. She's not having a hard time at all, like you would think. She's doing just fine. Yes, Simon Kitty. She's such a good girl. Yeah, she just has moved on like nothing's ever happened. So, yeah, sweet Simon. Hi, Jen, the curious cloud. It might be Jeff Goldblum, but I think we say it Goldblum, or maybe that's just how I've said it. Because I live in the Ozarks, and so nobody says things correctly. I mean, we don't, not around here. Okay. Now, GGB, I was getting ready to ask you. It's your dad that just had the triple bypass, right? I was thinking about him because it was Father's Day, and I remember when my dad had his bypass surgery. I'm pretty sure it was you. Yeah. I do try to keep track, but there's a lot of people. He is waiting for one. Okay. Yeah. That's hard. Bye, Jen. You're just in and out. Yeah. Yeah, that bypass surgery is just a miracle that they can do that, and it's so hard though. Now, I saw that some. Did you see him? Carl just went. He just ran right across there. I saw that someone in our hermit's cave just got on a transplant list for a heart. I'm not going to mention her name, but that is really amazing, and I think we really need to send all the energy that we can that goes well, that she gets her heart. And Anna, I got isn't it? I got. I know. Are you correcting my English? Oh, she just needs a suitable donor now. Okay. Yeah. So we need to be thinking about her. I think it was on Simon's post if you look in the Hermit's Cave, because I'm not going to mention her name, but it is on the question. He puts the cards up that has the questions, like Deep Thoughts with Jack Handy, if you're old enough to watch Saturday Night Live and remember that. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we have to really send good thoughts for her, that she gets the heart that she needs. Yes, cross your fingers, your toes, and your eyeballs, because that's what I do. This week's empowering question. Yes, I love those. And sometimes I overthink it. I love those. Yes, nothing but love here. I just looked at something and I thought it was funny because I noticed it whenever I came out here, and I was like, okay, I'm going to block my address out and all that. You guys, look at this Sharpie. This is tarot people problems. Do you see that Sharpie doesn't make a straight line now? It has this little gap in it. That's from edging so gosh darn many decks with it, and it's got that little crease. I just thought that was funny. Yeah, we're halfway through that deck already, Simon? Wow. Well, it is a year. Is it a year-long deck? Is it 52 cards? Or, yeah. Did you just get them from Amazon? Yeah, so we would be halfway through because this is June. If they're an every week. Peggy, did your wife tell you about what we here in the Wilkerson household refer to toilet paper as? We call toilet paper shit tickets, because you have to have tickets. You have to have a shit ticket to go to the shit show. And I was out of shit tickets earlier and had to go to dollar store. Dee, I'm going to show you. I got the Fate Shifters deck. Have you seen this, Dee? I know that Simon's got a video, Jen at Balanced Tarot has one, and Dustin, Modern Metaphysics Man, has one. So I got that, and I got Naked Pam. And why do you think she's here, Donna? She's here for the shit show, isn't she? And I got this book that Kelly Bear had on her live last Friday, I believe. And it's really going to be good. 13 essential plants and herbs for your magical garden. And I don't have a magical garden right now, but I do have a greenhouse out here. And I usually in the springtime, I spend a lot of time because I plant things, I sell plants, and I plant massive garden. Just to give you an idea of the scale of the gardening that I do, usually if I don't have my mom, last year I had 120 tomato plants alone. And that's not counting everything else that we grow. All of my herbs and my corn and my beans and my peppers and my melons and my everything. We even grow peanuts. Peanuts are fun. Yeah. But this year I haven't grown anything. I haven't planted even these flowers I've got hanging back here. I didn't grow those. I just had them given to me. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Corbin. It's hard not being able to get around. And your seedlings aren't doing very well, Corbin. We need to talk about these plants of yours. Maybe I can help you. Yes, you can. Of course you can. Of course you can. But you have to bring Lisa, Peggy. If you're going to live here, you have to bring Lisa and you have to bring Bruno and Shayla. Yeah, we should. That's a really good idea, Peggy. Host a tarot get together. All of us gardener types can help you plant your garden. You're not wrong. Yes, because I'm going to tell you that's a lot of work. And Matt helps me with a lot of it, but it's the lion's share is mine. And I start all of these plants, I have them all growing, and then I move them out of the greenhouse during the day and move them back in at night, and it's just constant. And I mean, it's a lot. And then I go to planting everything. Yes. Yeah, I do. Twisted leaf. Hi, twisted leaf. I'm sorry. Twist the leaf. I do grow herbs. I have lots of them, and I have lots of them that come back every year, as many of them do. I have some lemon balm that's just growing down here now, and I love it. And it spreads, and it just smells wonderful. I was just talking earlier about the fact that 10 years ago, in one of my herb gardens, I've had to move herb gardens because this herb garden got choked out. I started with around 10 oregano plants, and they have just spread. And they have spread, I mean, so I don't even know. I have probably about a 30 by 20 spot of nothing but oregano. The oregano grew and choked everything else out, but I've let it go crazy because the bees love it. I do grow a special kind of herb. Actually, I have grown it. I don't have any right now, but in Alaska, I did an Alaska grow bucket garden on my balcony. It was great in our old place because it was south facing. Oh yeah. Yeah, we've done that too. And a matter of fact, I have a tomato plant down here that once again, we bought this tomato plant. So I don't have a special relationship with this tomato plant. It's in a planter. It was given to us from a friend. But I'm really weird. I like to start everything from seed because to me that is just like the best kind of magic. I have boxes and boxes of cataloged seeds because I'm kind of a seed hoarder. And it's pretty bad. Yeah, seeds are a thing for me. Um, but I like to start everything from seed or cuttings. If I have grown it and that is that magic that I have this seed, this plant is here and alive because I have nurtured it. That's magic to me. So, you're also twisted. What kind of seasons do we have? We have 4 seasons, Silky. We do. Here in the Ozarks, we do. We have very much, spring, summer, fall, and winter. Um, oh, yeah, Peggy. You know what? I have a sewing machine too, Peggy, so you don't even have to bring your sewing machine. I'll just get all the fabric. You you could sew bags for me to put my seeds in. Yeah. Oh, you love the way Americans say oregano? It's oregano. Yeah. Hi, Sandra. Hi. I was just telling everybody about I showed you the ATM machine because I showed it to Heather too. Ozark Oracle. I was visiting a goat farm the other day. They make the most amazing cheese, and they had the biggest, most magnificent sage plant I've ever seen. Oh, yes. Boats do. Let me tell you, I don't have any. Oh, hi. Oh my goodness. We've got more people's popping in. Um, we don't have any goats in milk right now. And that's just because we haven't bred any of the girls. And it's just this one a good oregano. Oh, oregano oregano. It's kind of back to that scone thing that we talked about in Becca's chat yesterday. Oh, Valerie, I made a garden this year. I'm not very good at it though. We'll see. Well, you know what? All you can do is just try, and it's trial and error. And there are some things that I've quit growing simply because it's not worth my effort. You know, I do grow corn some. My son Bailey just planted he said 300 corn plants. He planted 300 corn seed is what he planted back in the back of the property by his tree stand. Simon says it's so weird. Are we talking oregano? Yeah. Oregano. My garden is going nuts. I took some dill out yesterday for tuna salad. Oh my gosh, I don't have any dill right now. And you know what? I was thinking about dill last night, Dustin, because my sister had potato salad over at the campsite where my family was. And I thought, oh, if I just had some dill to cut up into this potato salad, it would just be amazing. Oh, yes, Simon threw you off when he was saying click because he was saying cleek. Yeah, I love all the different words. I love it. You don't have a garden space, but I'm tempted to get an allotment. Yeah, and you know what? There's so many things that you can grow. Herbs grow incredibly well in windowsills. And I mean, herbs are just so they're generally pretty easy to grow. Now, I grow stevia, and I don't know like those in the UK if you know what stevia is, but it's a sweetener. It's a natural artificial sweetener. It's how could it be natural and artificial both? I don't know, but we use it in sodas and things like that in lieu of the chemicals. Um, so I grow stevia because it's a plant, and I can make a gallon of iced tea, and I can just take a leaf or leaf and a half of stevia and crush it up and mix it in with the tea, and it's sweet iced tea. But I can't grow that from seed very well. So I have an Amish friend who can grow it from seed, and then so I buy plants from her. It works out pretty good. Let's see. You put it in every dill. Are you talking about dill? That you put it in everything. Fish, chicken, salad, sandwiches, tuna salad, chicken salad, mac and cheese. Dill is so good. Oh, the licorice aftertaste. Well, I tell you what, Peggy, if you eat because my little Sammy, he's my gardening buddy, and he'll go out with me and he'll pick a some mint because we have different mint. We've got chocolate mint, we've got spearmint, we've got peppermint, and of course there's all kinds of things in the mint family. But he'll get some mint, and then he'll get a little bit of a piece of stevia, and he'll put it in his mouth, and he'll just walk around and chew it like gum, and it's just like that would be so overpowering. Yeah. Yeah, it does have a little bit of an aftertaste, but I've gotten used to it because it's so much for me than getting all that sugar, and face it, y'all, I am not gonna drink tea, iced tea, or any tea for that matter, if it doesn't have some sugar in it. Just not gonna happen. Or sweet to it. Chocolate mint is really good. Yeah. But you know what? My chocolate mint doesn't spread to the degree that some of my other mints do. Yeah. Yeah, it would be a lot too much. Interestingly enough, women are statistically way more likely to experience the stevia aftertaste than men. Is that true, Dustin? Of course it is, because I know you and you've researched this. Oh my. I forgot why, but it was a rando fact that I was like, that's interesting. You know, Dustin, I have an inkling that you know a lot of rando facts, and you should just do a video on rando facts. Henry, the neighbors shot a gun. And so my dogs are just gonna go and sing about it. Yeah. Yeah, rando facts are yeah, rando facts like toilet paper isn't really toilet paper, it's shit tickets. Right. It's probably the same kind of thing that makes some people taste cilantro as cilantro and other tastes like cilantro. Okay, it's moving. Shit tickets. Yeah. Yeah, my dad always used to think cilantro tasted like soap, but man, I love cilantro. I love it. And of course, cilantro and coriander are basically the same thing. A new rando fact to remember, shit tickets. Yes, you must have shit tickets, Dustin, if you're going to go to the shit show. It's true. I should win all the shit drawings because I always use a ton of tickets. Well, you just must have more substance to your shows. You have okay, cilantro, Heather, is like, coriander. It's the same plant, essentially, um, and used in a lot of Mediterranean and, Mexican dishes. Yes, if you buy coriander seeds at the store, you plant them, and then they grow cilantro, and it's really good. Yes, Peggy's absolutely right, that's what they grow into, and it's so good. I used a ton in Indian food too, yes, and you know what? I learned that my best friend taught me, um, because she was making salsa with um, fresh cilantro in the middle of winter, and I was like, "Where are you getting your cilantro?" Because, like I've said before, there's nothing around here. We don't have shops, so if you don't grow it, you have to drive a long way to find it. And um, I said, "Molly, how on earth are you making? Where'd you get your cilantro?" And she said, "I froze it." What she was doing, she was putting it in her ice she was cutting it up and put it in ice cube trays with water and stick it in her freezer, and then whenever she wanted to make salsa, she'd just take it out, pop a couple of those things out, and throw it in there. Yeah. Let's see. I mean, a jar of coriander at the grocery store from the spice section. Yes, you can grow them. Yeah. You freeze a ton of herbs and butter and olive oil too over the winter. Yes. I have done that too. I have you know what? I should I should make a sub channel off of my tarot channel. Maybe I'll do this. This will be next year's project. All going through my gardening process and all of my herbs and my canning and my preserving and my butter making and all of that. That would be fun. You're totally lost, Heather? It's because we're talking garden stuff and all this. Yes, cubed frozen herbs are great. And I didn't even know that. And my best friend Molly taught me that a couple of years ago. You've yet to can anything. Canning is it there's There's an art to it, and I don't can everything. There's a lot of things I don't can. If it's not high acid, then I don't can it. But I do can tomatoes, as one would if they have 120 tomato plants, which I don't this year. Taro gardens, that's a thing now. We're keeping it relevant. Yeah. There's all kinds of taro, like plant taro decks. Well, good morning, Paula. Good morning. You're late to the party. You slept in. You have 8 tomato plants, Dustin. Well, I just have this one this year, but I had last year I had 120 of them. And they were all, every single one of them, heirloom. Every single one of them I started by seed, because all of the plants that I started that I didn't put in the ground, I took up and I sold. I set up a table and I sold tomato plants and all kinds of herbs and everything up at the butcher shop in my town. You must be able to plant a taro herb garden based on what Kelly Bear was saying on her live. You know what? That would be really good. Yes. Need to make a garden. If you should. Dustin, I love that you garden. We have that in common. We do. I love it. Let's see. What a spaghetti garden. Well, a spaghetti garden, you're going to have spaghetti squash, and you're going to have all of your herbs that you need for your sauce. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're going to have tomatoes in a spaghetti garden. Basil, oregano, onion, if you want onion. Yeah, all of those things. Garlic, I love. Oh, you know what? It's probably garlic. I plant garlic in September. So I still can plant things this year that I haven't planted, just not the hot things. But plants hate you, but you really want to learn how to garden properly, Heather. Well, you have friends, Heather, that can help you and give you hints and tips along the way. And you can always send me pictures of your plants and say, what is it doing? And then maybe I can help you, you know? A spaghetti garden every year. Yes. Make your sauce and freeze it all. I just, there's just, there's just something so magical about gardening that I have to do it. And this year has been an off year for me because I have not gardened. But while I have a baby monitor, that's a video baby monitor, and that I keep positioned in front of my mother so that, I can kind of watch things and I can look over and I can see what she's doing. I know me, I would get outside and I would get working. And whenever I get working, I don't want anybody to interrupt me. I have this to do and I'm on a mission. And it would be right then that she would decide that she was going to, climb on top of my kitchen counters or something. Yeah. Let's see. Look at me. I'm like, oh, yes, Corbin, agreed. Love plants. I have a lot of house plants. Yes, I think I heard you say that. And you know who else has plants is Y. Y says he's a plant dad. Yes. That's why part 2 is, honey, please wash and chop veggies so I don't see them with bug holes in them. Oh, yes. How old is my mom? Dee, my mom is only 74. But her Alzheimer's, her dementia is rapidly getting worse. Your current your current balcony gets literally 0 sunlight though. Yeah. I have, over here I have different garden spaces for different kinds of plants because some of them require a lot of, some really don't. So, yeah, I have, not counting flowers or anything like that. I'm talking just vegetables and food or herbs. I have 1, two, three, four separate gardens. Yeah. It's only four, but yet I had to count in my head and point to where they were. That's how I haven't, you know, I have not, has it gone off for anyone else? Naomi, can you hear me? Now I hear a song. It's an 80s song, and I'm not gonna sing it, but I said, "Can you hear me?" And so now I'm thinking about it. You're back. Okay. Yes. You just have one potted lilac tree growing out there and a few flowers. Lilacs are amazing. I bought a lilac bush and I had it sitting outside. I wanted my boys to plant it for me for Mother's Day, and that's all I wanted. Mother's Day. You guys don't buy me anything, just dig me a really deep hole. Well, they didn't. And so I forgot about my lilac bush and it sat out in this pot for like a couple of years and it came back every year and it looked like it was dead in the winter and it came back and I finally got that sucker planted and I got my first bloom off of it this year. There's more than me. We're getting full shade here, so no more gardening. Yeah. I really hope that I can get out and get some things planted. There's a lot of things that you can plant and you can start late. Green beans is something that just goes nuts and you can start them anytime, almost. I have kale in my greenhouse. I have kale growing year round. So I just go out there and get kale whenever. Yeah. So let's see what it's. Yes, it did for you. It's back now. You're on the northwest corner of the building, so partial shade with direct sunlight only in the early morning and late evening. There's still a lot of things that you could grow. Um, she loves fresh green beans and used to raid the garden and steal them. Oh my gosh, I love it when dogs love vegetables. Henry is all about his green beans and carrots. If I take carrots out to feed our horse, Rowdy, Henry's right out there. He's in the middle of it. And Ozark must be hard when gardening is a passion of yours. It is. It is hard because when I'm, like I said, whenever I'm gardening, to me that's magic. I've got this seed and it's like I'm playing God. I'm like, you know, I decide when or if you're going to grow, and then they do. But I connect with them. I love them. But let's see. Oh, there was something else I was going to say. It is a gratifying hobby, and especially whenever, I always said for us, because I did make the decision to quit working and stay home with these boys, and hunting, fishing, and gardening is how I fed my family because how do you feed five boys? Yes, I can grow a good deal of different herbs and shade loving flowers. The lilac steals most of the evening sun. The two I want to grow, the two I want to grow but can't here are rosemary and lavender. Yes, they do need a lot of sunlight. Rosemary and lavender do. They really do. I had the most beautiful rosemary plant last year and it died. Mom got sick and everything. Everything went on the back burner. But yeah, and I go through, I don't have any out here right now, but I go to thrift shops and I guess in England they're charity stores, charity shops. I go and I buy old things um like teapots and tea kettles and things, and I grow herbs in those. Paula's back. Yeah. Um, what was I going to say? Darn it. I hate that. My brain is just brain farts all over the place. Your mom has about four large plants of rosemary. I love it. And you know what? Rosemary is so good. That's what I need right now. I should have a thing of rosemary essential oil out here and sniff it, and I wouldn't be having so many brain farts. Did it go off for you as well? You know what? I wonder if this thing had if it had an interruption, if one of my kids wasn't in there using the microwave, because the microwave interferes with the internet, which makes me really think the microwave is evil. Let's see. You do have rosemary and thyme growing well on your deck this year. Yes. And see, now I hear another song in my head. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Simon and Garfunkel, anybody? Oh no. Okay. It was probably those stinky boys of mine. Somebody just thought they had to make microwave popcorn or have a pot pie or something. Peggy knows that song. She mentioned rosemary and thyme, so I had to go there in my head. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Yes. Yeah. You know what? I just remembered that, and I'm so glad. You know, we have this cat Simon, right? She's actually named after Paul Simon because she had a sibling named Garfunkel. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that. It's been so long. Yes. Yeah, Paul Simon and Art Garfunkel. We had Simon and Garfunkel. Simon was the girl and Garfunkel was the boy. And yeah, Garfunkel took off. He was a tomcat. He just took off. Um the kitties aren't the kitties didn't. We only had one, and his name was Roger, and he was very loved for 1 week, but he passed away. And this is come here, baby. Come here, little girl. This is Mama. This is this is Paul Simon. Yeah, and she's doing really good. She doesn't seem to have just have to share some news. Guess what? What, Paula? Are you going to be a grandma? What is it? Paula, come on, what is it? What is it? Yeah, the mama is doing really, really good. She didn't really she didn't seem to be affected that she is being extra lovey with these other cats out here. Like she's licking them all right now. Let's see. The yes. You sold one of your decks. Oh, that's wonderful. Paula, do you have them? Where do you have them for sale at? Where do you have your decks for sale at? Congratulations. See, now that you've sold one of your decks, you are a professional. Doesn't that make you more professional something? Yeah. Sorry, guys, I was just really thirsty. Simon. Several copies on MPC. What is MPC? Yeah, Simon, she's got a deck that yeah, you're not allowed to die on camera. Take another drink if you need to. Good. Good. Peggy said that it's okay. Yeah. Thought some old no. You know what? I was talking to Y on Glide last night, and he said he was getting some traveling, and he was gonna be hunting decks. And I said, well, while you're out hunting decks, if you find the Japaritse somewhere and whoever is selling it doesn't know what they have, and it's like say $20 or something, you buy it, and then I'll pay you $100 for it. So we'll see if he comes up with one. Yeah, I really want the Japaritse. Really, 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 really. Let's see. But is that for sure, Dustin, that they're reprinting the Japaritse? Is it for sure, for sure? Because I've heard rumors. Just want it to be like, I want to know for sure. The wheeling and dealing in live chat. Yes, confirmed. Okay. Well, then I need to retract my statement that I made to Y. Because I could probably buy 5 Japaritse decks for what I told him I'd pay for that one if he found it. They have to, I mean, the Japaritse. And again, it's one I've never seen in person. So watch me get it and be like, this is what I've been drooling over all this time. But I don't think that's going to happen because so many of my friends love it. Not until next year at the earliest. Well, that's a shame. I can wait. I can wait. It will make it that much sweeter when it comes. But yes, I have to have the Japaritse. I do. Let's see. Let me look up and see if there's, let me look at some herbs. If there's an index in this book. Okay. This book that I got, The Witching Herbs. It's my first witchy book. I don't really consider myself a witch, but I think we're all kind of, we do it anyhow. This book has poppy, sage, yarrow, rue, hyssop, vervain, mugwort, wormwood, thorn apple, wild tobacco, henbane, belladonna, and mandrake. Those do sound like witchy herbs. Like when you're watching movies where they've got witches and they're making their potions and doing their thing and they're talking about, pointy hat witches and Ozark's depth year. So next year will be good for you. That's right. Yes. Well, I'm supposed to have a depth month. Delayed gratification is good. It's hilarious because when the deck was readily available, you were showing it off right and left, Simon. Or left, right, and center. A lot of people were like, meh. Not me. It wasn't really, really, really super on my radar until Becca was showing cards from it. And then I was like, oh, why is that we can look at some videos and we could see the same thing and it could be like even a really high quality video, but it's not until somebody else shows it. And then you're like, you know what? Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. She posted about it, I think, in For Love of Cards. Yeah. Well, let's see. Well, you guys, I've been on here for an hour for just a quick unboxing of stuff. Tangy. Tangy. Tangy was talking earlier about some baked goods. Oh, upvote or the goat will get you. Yeah. Or Meatloaf will. Or you might get a box of Meatloaf stuff. FOMO is so real, Corbin. It is so real. Mm. Oh, Tangy, what was it? It was tea and raspberry tarts or something. Hey, everybody, what's up? I love you guys. We love you too, Tangy. We love you too. Yeah, Tangi's had a really good idea earlier about having a tea-a-thon. Tea topic and treats. Yes, everybody make their special teas and then have a treat to go with it. Yeah. So, is there anything? Oh, I had Simon by this. Okay, Tangi, you missed my comment earlier. I've had Simon by the Sea earworming all day. I don't know that. That's a song? I'm gonna have to look that up. Simon by the Sea? I mean, we were talking about um Simon and Garfunkel a little bit ago. Yeah. Yeah. So, Tangi, I'll show you what I got. I got the Naked Pam and the Fate Shifters. And I got this book and shit tickets. Yeah, we were talking about shit tickets. Tangi, it's not toilet paper, honey. Everyone's been lying to you all this time. It is not toilet paper. It's called shit tickets. And you have to have shit tickets if you're going to go to the shit show. Yes. Yes. Oh my goodness. You are waiting for the Manga Tarot Mini and Thoth finally re- re- getting a set, plus Holistic Tarot and Mindful Tarot. Yeah, it is a good haul. I know. I'm still on. I guess we're just chit chatting right now. You're going to have to watch a shapeshifters walkthrough. Fate shifters. It's FATE shifters. Let me see if I can like. And it says there you can kind of fate shifters. It is really pretty. And I've got it comes with alternate cards and it comes with astrology cards. So I'm going to have to go through there and figure out like which hermit card I want and stuff like that, which I really like because it personalizes the deck. And something that I have thought about doing, but I haven't bought this other deck yet, and I can't remember what it's called. But there's one that's like the Thelema Tarot. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the same size. It looks a lot like the Thelema. But there are some cards in the Thelema deck that I don't like that I like in this other one. And if I get that other one, then I'm going to mix the deck and make like a deck I really like. Carl's back. See, there it goes. Do you see him? Carl just went right across there. Night, Heather. Yeah, I like decks where you've got choices. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Carl is the fly that likes to come up and sit like right up here. He sits on my camera. He's not a spider. He's a fly. And his name's Carl and he comes and he sits. Oh, here he comes. Oh, wait. There did you see him? Stephen Bright did the mix of the two, Donna, to form his preferred deck. The mix of the. Do you mean the Thelema? And there's another. What is the name of the other one? It's on my list. I just haven't got it yet. It's not that you've named him. It's his special spot. Yeah, I can't remember the name of that. I think it begins with an A. Yes, yes, the Arcanum. Yes, that's exactly what it is, Dustin. Yes, Monica, that's what it is. Yes, it is the same creator and same art. Carl, now you're just being really rude. What? Okay. She just released a thoth? Oh, Donna, I got the spider on my laptop earlier. I got the spider and you got the fly. I feel a song coming on. Yeah, you're not kidding. You need to make him a little cushion to sit on so he'll be more comfy. Maybe then he'll stay off of my thing. Buzz off, Carl. Yeah. Yeah. When my boys were little, I don't know if you guys have mayflies over in England, but we get these big, they look like giant mosquitoes is what they look like. And they're called mayflies. And we had one that got in the house. And my Noah, he was little. He was like 3 maybe. And there was one in the house and he was just terrified. He was just that blood curdling scream of terror. And he saw this mayfly in the house and I said, "Oh, honey, you're not afraid of him, are you? That's his name's Thomas. He's so nice. Come here and let's go talk to him." So we went and talked to Thomas, and now mayflies are called Thomases around here. Just like we have June bugs, the ones that they're the brown June bugs. I'm not talking about the metallic June bugs, but they're brown June bugs. They look like beans, and those are pork and bean beetles. That's what I call them. Pork and bean beetles. They come out and they like fly up against your porch light at night when you turn it on. The super crunchy ones, exactly. Those are pork and bean beetles. Yeah. Yeah, so um that's what you do. You name everything. This is Paul the Spoon. Yes. Stan the Sharpie, right? I mean, my lawnmower's name is Gladys. Why not? Yeah. Oh my. Yes, yes, yes. This is Kevin the door. He loves to bump and say hi. Yes. I love it. Well, I mean, everything's got a little personality. There's energy in everything. So, surely they've got names. Speaking of, Newman, what are you doing out here? My little dog Newman is out here. Oh my God, don't tell Lisa or she'll have everything named and wearing a name tag. Yeah, yeah. And she'll make you sew little cushions for everything. Yeah, seriously. I have a lawnmower named Gladys and a seed spreader that goes behind it. Its name is Sharon because she's sharing some seed. And I have a trailer that goes behind my lawnmower, Gladys, and it's Tina the trailer. I mean, this is just the way my mind works, you guys. Oh, exactly. Hello, Newman. And that's why we named him Newman. Corbin used to name everything. Everything needs a name. I mean, why not? The world's better. It's more magical whenever everybody's got a name. Boop. Yeah, Newman. Newman, what are you doing out here? He's not supposed to be out here. He's an inside dog. He's a Yorkie. He's a Chorky, Chihuahua Yorkie. Well, hello, Lady Knight of Avalon. How are you? We're just talking about a whole lot of ridiculous stuff. Well, I didn't, I have this habit of just like doing these impromptu jumping on lives. It's not Paul Newman, it's Newman from Seinfeld. Do you guys have Seinfeld over in the UK? Yes. He's he's a mail carrier on Seinfeld. His name is Newman. Do you all have nicknames? Mine is Noms. Yes, we have nicknames. Um, gosh, I have some that my brothers have called me, and they're not very nice. I don't, I don't, do I really have, no nicknames really come to mind. I don't think I have, like, any, like, real nicknames. I really don't. Oh, yes, Peggy, Newman is a snack size. Newman, where'd you go? He's snack size, but you know how little dogs are, little ankle biters. They think that they're 10 foot tall and bulletproof. I mean, he'll go out there and he'll chase our horse. Newman will. He's got to be careful. He's going to get stepped on. Yours is Tinge. But I know, yes, we all know that. I mean, well, whenever I was little, my family used to call me DW, which was just short for Donawana. Yeah, Frenchies always think they're huge, don't they, Corvin? You have a Frenchie? Oh, Frenchies are so cute because I love hearing them snore. They always snore. Newman, he's out here. He was a rescue. Who wouldn't want a Frenchie? You know, Newman was a rescue too. Yeah, Frenchies are funny. They're really funny dogs. He snores and snorts. He sounds, I know, they're great. Oh, he was rescued from a hoarder's house. That's how we rescued our pig, Charlotte. She was living in this house with these people, and they had, I don't even know how many dogs, but she was living in the house with them, and she was not house trained. She was not house trained. It's an elderly couple, and they were saving everybody. It wasn't good. Yeah, they had our pig that we had, Charlotte, that had her living in the house, and yeah, it was horrible. So Charlotte came here and she got to live like a real pig. My baby was Elephant and the other one is Fats. My family thinks it's funny. It's not. It is their way of having a go at you. You know what? My brothers, when I just got done saying that my brothers had a nickname for me and it's not very nice, they always called me Fatty. They always called me Fatty. And so, yeah. But whatevs. You just sold another one. Good job, Paula. L? Oh my gosh. Hello, L. Yes. Seriously. And I know my brothers, they weren't trying to be cruel. They weren't really trying to have a go at me, but they still, that's shitty. Please tell me they managed to grow up and stop being assholes. Yes. Yes. One of my brothers has schizophrenia though, and he has to live in a rest home, a group home, which is good for him, and he's doing well. And then my other brother is getting ready to retire, and he is a homicide detective. So, yeah, he's a homicide detective in Kansas City. He's got all the good stories, all of them. I heard some of them this weekend. Yeah, let's see. Um, yeah, yeah, my family, because my dad was a cop, and I mean, for over 50 years, and then um, my brother and my uncle was also the coroner and he worked for the funeral home. The table talk, you know, Thanksgiving dinner at our family, the average person wouldn't be able to stomach sitting and eating my family. You were wondering what you was going to say there for a minute. Let me see. I've obviously watched too much of you know who. Oh, yeah. No, no, nothing like that. No, do not talk much with my family. They wonder why you do not have Christmas with them. You'd rather have Christmas on your own. And you know what? Chosen family is so much better, isn't it? I mean, I have I have I've been lucky. I do have good family. But there's some family that, you know, I kind of been replaced with other, you know? I have friends, that are way more like family ever thought about being. Way more supportive. Oh, Donna, did you ever answer the phone? City morgue. You stab 'em, we slab 'em. Yeah, yeah. And Lawrence County Sheriff's Department. I used to answer like that too. Yeah, people hang up on me. Yeah, Selkie, that sucks. But you have us, Selkie. Like you said, us all of us weirdos found each other. And that's what it is. Once I said it was the government calling. Oh no, Tangy. Well, that's what they get for bugging you. I mean, they already get enough of our money. Why are they calling us too? City morgue, you stab them, we slab them. I don't really like, you don't really celebrate Christmas. For you, it's a day to chill out and relax. I celebrate Christmas mainly because it's a time for my boys to all be here and we just celebrate each other and hang out, you know. We don't go overboard. We've never had those Christmases like you see on television, all these Christmas movies where these kids have these like they walk downstairs and they look at their Christmas tree and there's these boxes and all these beautiful sparkly shiny things. We've never had that because we have 5 boys and so, you know, they share a lot of their things. Um, you celebrate Christmas because it's actually a pagan holiday. It is. I know. Yes. Sorry, Donna. I am going to place my link in the chat. Okay, that's fine. You go ahead and do that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Christmas, meh. Since my nan passed. Yeah. Yeah. Um, you know, I like Christmas, but I tell you, it's that whole stress that irritates me and people get all wound up. And I hate that they start playing Christmas music on the radio like before Thanksgiving even happens. And then yeah, it's horrible. I get so tired and fed up with Christmas music. Oh, yeah, your niece and nephew getting excited. That is everything. When children get excited, that's just everything. December 21st is the winter solstice, which you celebrate. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? You know what Friday is? Besides being the summer solstice, it is also my son's birthday. My Ethan turns 19 on Friday. The longest day of the year. There does need to be more Halloween music, Corbin. Like like the Eagles, Witchy Woman, like Heart singing Magic Man. Like Germany, they start selling gingerbread at the end of August with Christmas design on it. No way. That's just too much. You know what? I do like some Christmas music, but I don't like it unless it's Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. And then the rest of it can just, yeah, we don't need all that. And this whole bit of people going into debt because they think that they have to buy all this crap for people is just crazy. It is too commercial, Peggy. I hate that. I hate that. You know, we've never done huge Christmases. And I'm glad because I wouldn't want my boys to be raised to think that that's what that's all about, you know, like this is our grand big day to get new shit, you know. However, we don't spoil the kids. That is something that birthday and Christmas, you're guaranteed you're going to get something new, something that you really, really may be wanting. And then the rest of the year, if they want something, they're going to work their fannies off and get it. Like, I have never bought a cell phone for my children, ever. If they want a cell phone, they're going to buy it, and they're gonna be working, and they're gonna pay that bill, and they're gonna keep up with it. That's the way I do things. I've never bought a vehicle for my children. They buy all of their stuff themselves. I will help them out every which way, but I don't. Let me see. We have a town here in Michigan that is like German Christmas town. Okay, Frankenmouth, Frank. Okay, I see you. Now, that town, one of my favorite new rock bands is from there. They're named Greta Van Fleet. Have you guys heard Greta Van Fleet? They're a lot like Led Zeppelin, but not. They're brothers and they sound amazing together. Okay. Combined presents if your birthday is on the 22nd. Ozark War. Yeah. Oh, Naomi, was your birthday on the 22nd? Hi, Tammy. Namaste. Yeah. I did a skincare consultant for a client midnight Christmas Eve. Let's retail when I worked at the department store. We'd go have Christmas music. Oh, God, I couldn't handle it. I worked at a restaurant that played Christmas music. And when they weren't playing Christmas music, it was all country. I just won't even go there. I could never spend that kind of money on a Christmas gift. Yeah, no, I never. Let's see. Last Christmas was our best in years. We did small gifts, only spent the day just hanging out and enjoying each other's company. Yeah, and that's what it's all about, Peggy. That's where it's at. And it's great whenever, the kids get older and they understand that, They don't have that whole commercial thing happening. Of course, my kids have always understood, hey, we don't have the money for all this kind of crap. But like I said, birthday and Christmas, they always do get something that's theirs, that they've wanted because yeah, and it feels good. Oh, Carl's back. I don't know what he's going to do, but he's back. I'd rather keep my money and spend it on yourself than buying presents for each other that neither of us really want, right? Seriously. And it sounds silly, but for real, guys, there's nothing wrong with socks and underwear because if you don't have to go and buy it yourself, and nobody really likes to go buy socks and underwear. So if somebody's buying it for you and you open it up and it's like, yay, it's socks and underwear. Yes, you know what? I need to get going too. I really do. Over here, there is one song they play on the radio until your ears bleed every Christmas, late Christmas. Wham. Oh, yes. Yes, I know which song it is by Wham. The boys still get socks and underwear from you every. Oh, did you guys see Carl? He's back. Okay, well, you know what? I am going to get off of here, you guys, because I've been on here for quite a while. When we were little, my mom would have us pick out some of our toys that we didn't play with anymore, wrap them up and give them to other kids and eat. That's good. Yeah. Yes. Well, I am going to get off of here, you guys. Carl thinks he's got the floor now. Do you see? He's right up there. Bye, Peggy. I'm going to get off of here. And thank you guys so much for sitting and hanging out. It's just been very, very just chill and a whole lot of just chatter, but it's all good. Bye, Tangy. Bye, Corbin, Tammy, Misty. It's everybody. Twisted Leaf. Bye. Bye, Al. Okay. End stream. Okay. Bye.